What is up, everybody? So it's your boy Dincho Sports. We got an emergency episode today, this Monday morning, with the news coming out yesterday of the announcement of the European Super League. 12 of the biggest teams in all of Europe have decided to just leave, pick up the ball and leave and form their own European Super League. So a lot of people are asking, what is the Super League? What are your thoughts about it? So I decided, obviously, streets need it, so I'm here to respond. So I decided to hop in front of the camera and make a video about the European Super League, everything you need to know about the European Super League, the teams involved, why they decided to do it, and of course, my own personal thoughts about the European Super League. And hint, I don't like it. But before we kick it off, make sure you guys follow me on all my social media platforms at _Dincho Sports on Instagram, at Dincho Sports on Twitter and TikTok. The boy's trying to crack the TikTok game, man. Be a little patient with me. On my Instagram, you guys can vote for my What's in My Closet bracket. We're down to the semifinalists. We start the semifinals today. Make sure you go ahead and vote on my story. Subscribe to the channel if you're already here, man. We're looking for 300 subscribers. The moment I hit 300 subscribers, I'll do the Ronaldo Nazario haircut. Feel me, like just a little top right there. That will come 300 followers. All right, now we got that out of the way. Let's go. So the European Super League is constructed of 12 of the biggest teams in Europe. These teams include AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, Arsenal, Barcelona, Chelsea, Juventus, Inter Milan, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Real Madrid, and Tottenham Hotspur. Now, the European Super League is still looking for 3 more of the founding teams. And basically what the founding teams means is that regardless of how good or bad they do in the season, these teams will never be relegated and will always play in the European Super League. Having 12 teams that have a spot secured, regardless of how they do in the previous season, isn't going to do very well for the sake of the tournament and for the quality of the tournament. Apart from the 15 founding teams, the competition will feature 20 teams in general. Similarly to the Champions League, the last 5 slots will be handed to teams based on their performances in the previous season. Now, this may appear like a good thing because it gives other teams an opportunity to crack this very exclusive league. However, they haven't announced how they will officially award these positions. We don't know if they're going to give them to the league winners or, top 4 finishers. We don't know the exact criteria of it. Now that we have an idea of just who's going to make up this European Super League, let's take a look at the format. So the 20 teams are going to be sorted out into 2 groups of 10. The top 3 finishers for each group will move on to the quarterfinals, with the 4th and 5th place teams of both groups playing a 2-legged affair for the final 2 spots in the quarterfinals. Each team is guaranteed 10 games compared to the guaranteed 6 games in the current Champions League. Moving into the quarterfinals, it'll be very similar to the format that already exists in the Champions League. 2-legged affairs between teams, moving on past the quarterfinals, semifinals, and ultimately in the final. You may ask, why do these teams have the need to go and form a new league when there's already the very popular Champions League? And the answer is very simple: money. Each of the founding clubs will make at least $300 million just for participating in the European Super League. Apart from that, 3.5 billion euros will be split between the teams so that the teams can update their facilities, their training grounds, anything that they need to do to ensure that the team is looking good. Fans around the world are livid. The Champions League is one of the most prestigious tournaments in the entire world and a fan favorite for even the most casual viewers. So the decision of leaving the Champions League and going to play in a brand new league has not really sat well with the fans, who ultimately did not have a saying in this whatsoever. In fact, players and coaches had little to no idea that their clubs were actually going to be joining this league. Fans all over the world and on social media have joined in protests. They don't want to see their clubs giving in for so much money. But newsflash for everybody that already didn't know, money runs football. With the global pandemic, a lot of teams have been struggling for money. Teams like Real Madrid and Barcelona have publicly announced that they are in debt. Other teams like Tottenham and Arsenal have struggled with funds in the last few years after renovating or creating their brand new stadium. So a lot of teams will benefit from this extra bonus of just participating in this European Super League, especially when you consider the fact that the money isn't always exactly distributed properly in the Champions League. With the announcement of the European Super League, we saw other governing bodies of football being very concerned about what this could mean for football. Immediately after the announcement, you saw FIFA and UEFA announce that any players that take part in this European Super League will be banned from any Euros or FIFA tournaments, meaning that players from these 12 teams will not be allowed to play in the Euros and even the 2022 World Cup. Similarly, the Premier League and La Liga have announced that they will not be allowing any teams to join the league if they are playing the European Super League. One of the things that bothers me the most just by looking at it is the fact that, hey, it's backed up by a US bank who literally have no desire in growing football. All they're worried about is the paycheck. And you look at some of the owners that are going to be in charge of this league. Papa Perez, he's one of the most corrupt men in all of football. I don't care what you say. He has a dirty hand in most things relating to Real Madrid. You got, for example, the Glazers at Man United, Stan Kroenke at Arsenal, that have been under pressure from the fans in the last few years because they ultimately make decisions that don't mean necessarily what's best for the club, but what will bring in the most money for the club. Granted, the idea is that these should be the best 12 teams in the entire continent. However, looking down at the list, we see a few teams that shouldn't really be here, and at least 10 teams come to mind that could be better suitors for this. For example, teams like Arsenal have been struggling in league this year. They probably won't even make European competition next season. Tottenham got bounced early in the Europa League. So some of these teams don't really have a place among the best 12 in the continent, and yet somehow they're guaranteed to be here every fucking season. Alright guys, so hopefully I did a good enough job of explaining everything that's going on with the European Super League, giving you the pros and the cons. There's not that much pros, quite honestly, but there are a lot of cons. Hopefully I gave you guys a good summary. If you guys have any questions, man, feel free to comment down below, message me on any of my social medias. What do you guys think at home? Do you guys think this is a good idea? Do you guys think it's gonna last? Let me know in the comment section below as well. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.